protect each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings. Let's make sure we protect each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings pour in. We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are the Alice family. 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 We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are a loving family, built on love. Our vibrations are high, we're all the way up. We are the Alice family. 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 We are the Atlas family.
Hey, Grand Rising,
We are
Grand
the
Rising.
Atlas family.
I see y'all out there.
We
Grand
are the
Rising.
Atlas family.
Hey, please hit the
We
like
are the
button.
Atlas
Share
family.
this live. Share this live. All right. Share this live. This is going to be a good one.
We
Okay.
are the Atlas family.
Share this
We are the Atlas family.
live. Okay. Grand Rising, Namaste, Ashe, Salutations, Shalom, peace, peace. As you can see, the title says that I had, well, I don't know what the hell I put. It meant to put, it meant to, I don't know why I put hand, my palms red, but I had my palms red, right? Because I was interested in something. On both my palms, there's a M, right? You ever been interested in your palms? Like, you know, on both my palms, it's a letter M on both my palms, right? So I wanted to look into the meaning of that, right? What does it mean to have the letter M on both your palms? What is it, signifying? So on and so forth. Because I like to study myself, I like to study myself. I like to understand that of which is, right? Which is self, right? So I like to take the time to understand myself. I'm not trying to, understand somebody else's palm. They don't got my hands, right? It's not. the M is very common in palms, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the double M, right? We're talking about the double M. This is on both my hands. It's on both my hands. This M is on both my hands, right? So we're talking about the double M. Okay. Um, and this is what it says for the letter M on both palms. Um, the letter M on both palms. And this is what it says.
Having the letter M on both palms is often interpreted as a powerful spiritual sign. It is believed to signify luck and fortune. Individuals with this marking are thought to be blessed with good fortune and potential for greatness. 1. Intuition and leadership. The letter M is associated with strong intuitive abilities and leadership qualities, suggesting a unique life path. 2. Divine guidance. This marking indicates a strong connection to the spiritual realm, allowing individuals to receive insights and messages from the universe. 1. Creativity and purpose. It symbolizes
A
creativity and a sense
messenger.
of purpose, reminding individuals of their unique gifts. 1. Overall, the presence of M on both palms is seen as a sign of significant spiritual potential and personal strengths.
So now you're looking at the M in both palms as a recollection or signs of, right? So when you got the curves in the M, how the M is curves, these are different signature points, right? And it's funny because a lot of people don't look into stuff like this, right? It tells you right here you could take the test on how to read it, and you see how um like if you look at mines, you see how engraved it is, right? Like you can literally see the M on that. Like on both my hands, you can literally see the M, right? So like uh however you look at it, it is saying that it has a stronger connection to the spiritual realm, seeing through the veil, right? I don't know. Maybe the M is for messenger, whatever the case may be, however you want to look at it. But this is saying like first kid after 31, big love after 28, long life 75% plus, whatever. However you look at this, these are representation of lifelines, so on and so forth. You know, a palm reader will tell you everything about the lines and how, you know, if it crosses this, this means that, this means this, so on and so forth. So, you know, you can feel free to analyze this stuff yourself. If you're looking at your palm and you see letters in your palms, just look it up. Ask, you know, ask Google, ask search, you know, what it is, what the meaning of this in the palm. And that's why I say like a lot of this stuff is deep because we don't really take the time to understand any of this stuff. We don't take the time to learn it, understand it. Nobody's out here talking about it. Nobody's out here trying to, you know, teach you about it. Even these people that's faking like they do readings and stuff like that, they're not teaching you about this stuff. They're not telling you about this stuff. Oh yeah, they might look at your palm and decide this or that, you know what I mean? Uh all of these things have different meanings, you know, different spiritual meanings, expectations engraved within inside of our vessel is a great mystery, right? Inside the vessel, it lies a great mystery inside the vessel. But when you're talking about spiritual awakening and so on and so forth, this is a galactic beam. The galactic beam is a timeline around your life body. So you see the flame that is around this persona, this is your light body that is around your physical body, right? A plasma field that is around your physical body, right? And the smaller circle is more so like the mental strength, and then the physical, spiritual, so on and so forth, however you look at it. So inside of us, we are creating some type of energy using, you know, brain functions, using different parts of the brain, putting in different variations of thought. Now, according to our history, we have mythologies. And let's just say these mythologies are only myths because people didn't understand exactly what these mythologies was interpreting, right? Uh, yeah, chewing gum. I don't have no fear, right? To think about somebody that can transfer or put. I know I'm highly protected, so I don't speak about fear, right? But I didn't have anybody touch my hand. I said that I was studying me. So I wanted to look up what it was, right? About the hands and studying the hands and stuff like that. You can learn this stuff yourself. You don't need a palm reader to tell you this. Think about it. They got a book that's telling them how to read your palm in order to go do it. You know, why have somebody else do something for me that I can do myself? So I could do my own readings on my hands. You know what I mean? But the fear, like, there's no fear with this whole energy thing. I fear nothing with this whole transfer thing. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. And you know that goes back to the marine laws, right? No, that's what I'm saying. I just said it in the beginning. Like, I'm studying myself, I'm looking up this stuff for myself, right? You got to learn this stuff yourself. Somebody can read your palms and give you a totally wrong reading of your palms. Are you going to take their word for it? Are you going to No, I want to know what this stuff means myself. I want to go look at this stuff myself. I want to uh no, you saying that you wasn't suggesting fear, right? You say, I know that they also draw energy from touching to read the palm, right? They drawing your energy, right? It's a okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. I ain't doing it. Okay, so maritime laws is the operation of the Holy See, and it tells you that the Holy See admiralty laws rules the world, right? And this is basically explaining to you about maritime laws and the operation of the Holy See. It links back to the Book of Revelations. It links back to Latin words, the spell that's in the word, right? A lot of people do suggestive speaking, right? And it become a way of this world. People do suggestive speaking, right? So they'll say something, right? And then if you tell them like, oh, this, that, and the third, then they'll switch it up on you and be like, oh, that's what you're implying. No, I'm telling you that vibrational frequency goes a long way. So when you're using the spell that's in the word, you'll be more responsible for how you put sentences, right? To keep the spell out of the word. Some people keep using the spell that's in the word, and then when you tell them that they're using a spell that's in the word, they try to argue you down about how that word affected your life water. If you don't know about the operation of someone's life water, how do you know when someone's life water is being affected? So when you're teaching someone about their life water and the things that affect the life water, right? You also have to deal with the corrections of that. If you hear somebody say the F word, right? Somebody could say the F word with a lot of vulgar, a lot of nastiness, right? And you can feel that word, right? Somebody can say it jokingly, and you'll feel that, intent that is in that also. So when you're talking about words and manipulation of the words, there's words that are meant to keep us in confusion, right? There's conversations that's meant to keep us in confusion, right? And when you're combing through this and trying to get out of it, right? Someone is trying to explain to you the words that keep people in the spell, and then you'll argue down that why it's the same thing that we go through the whole phase of realizing that pork was bad, and then we say, pork is bad, and then you got that one person that say, well, my grandma ate pork her whole life, and ain't nothing happened to her, right? But that don't take away the fact that pork is bad. You're making an excuse to justify your actions so you can keep on staying in the action that you're in, because we're creatures of habit, right? So when someone is trying to correct one of your habits, right? Especially when it comes to vibrational frequency words, right? Your mind goes back into that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's the linear thinking that they want you to have, right? That words don't hurt people, right? Nobody's practicing a good tongue. Nobody's practicing how to guard their tongue, right? Nobody's teaching how to protect one's life water from certain vibrations of words, right? Everybody is running around saying, let the nasty continue to speak out nasty, and all the good people, shh, just don't say nothing, right? So there's not a heavy level of good vibrational conversations going on. And then there's the secret competition, the secret animosity, the secret, I know the same stuff you know. I know more than you. I'm better spiritual, so on and so forth. And this comes with the houses of ego, the houses of pride. If someone tells me something that is a correction and an improvement to me, I should be willing to take that in and say, you know what, you're right. I gotta, work on that. But see, a lot of people don't do that. They hear you trying to make better, and then they'll attack you for trying to make better. But they'll never attack the people that's out here trying to make worse, right? The people that's trying to make worse is like they like, man, let them do what they gonna do, right? And then when you trying to do better and you trying to want people around you that's doing better, right? As soon as you try to gather that collective around you that's doing better, right? Somebody's going to come in that collective, pretend like they want better, right? And then corrupt the whole collective. They're going to make bonds with people in your collective and then try to attack those bonds that they made. Like, this is part of this world now. People are using divide and conquer methods. People are using different variations of things to tear people down. And this has always been in this verse. This type of duality has always been in this verse. This is where admiralty laws come in at, right? Maritime laws, maritime meaning sea of fear, right? Marine, time is fear. Time means fear. Sarah Steve, I think I gave you my Discord already, and you told me that you have you do skets and stuff like that. And then I think when you got over to the Discord, you wanted to send me a bunch of stuff that you do. So pretty much you're doing a sales pitch, right? You're doing a sales pitch. I appreciate you for watching the stream, appreciate you for stopping in and being over here, but I don't subscribe. I don't subscribe to that type of falsity, right? You're appealing to my better nature in order to sell me something. That's wrong. That means you're not really rocking with me. Just let your intentions be pure. If you come in, just say, hey, I do backdrops, I do whatever. Don't try to trick me and be like, hey, what's your Discord? And then come all the way over to the Discord and be like, hey, I do this, I do that. And then the next thing you know, you sending me a bunch of check out my work. Like, come on, you could have did that from the beginning. It's like a person telling you, hey, stop by my house, grab those clothes. I can't use them no more. You go ahead and take them. And then after you take the clothes and you got them at your house, then they say, hey, man, you could just give me like $150 for that bag of clothes that you, what? Why you ain't start with that so I can make a choice whether I wanted to buy the clothes or not? Don't tell me to go pick up the clothes and then you tell me that I got it. That's the same thing they do. You make it seem like you interested in my Discord, but then when you go over to the Discord, you trying to sell me products. Like, what? That means you wasn't really interested in the Discord or coming over or nothing I was talking about or none of that. You on here selling the trickery, man. It just never stops. It don't stop. But okay, yeah, maritime laws, operation of sea and fear. This is the holy sea, the fear within inside the vessel. Let me see if I can get a better clip so I can read it out to you guys. Uh, let's see if this one. Let's see if this one is legible. Okay. Holy Sea, admiralty laws, the world also refers to as maritime laws. The laws of the sea, commerce, fiat, currency, water, banks control the flow of the currency. There are many laws of the land, but only one law of the sea. The law of the sea, admiralty laws, has taken over the world through fiat currency, admiralty. ship and department, currency, schools, etc. Jurisdiction, and it says EU coin, right? This means a reference. This is a reference right here when it says this, right? So it refers to Revelation 17, 1 through 7. If you haven't read Revelation 17, 1 through 7, let me tell you, it's titled Mystery Babylon Revealed. So this is Revelation 17, 1 through 7. And think about this. Our social security number is tied to admiralty laws through some secret understanding way back with Sumeria, right? And admiralty laws is tied to the biblical text, right? So our social security number is literally tied to the book of Revelations. And I did a study and I was wondering if any other continent had social security numbers like America do, and the answer is no. So we're like the only ones that are governed under Revelation 17, 1 through 7. Think about that. That means the history of admiralty laws goes all the way back to the Bible. And you guys don't think the Bible has nothing to do with you? Huh? Think about that. Your social security number is tied to the book of Revelations. How you don't feel like you're a part of the book? How you don't know that there how? You know, when something refers to something, when it's a reference to something, that means that they got it out of this. That means admiralty laws and the operation of admiralty laws comes from the book of Revelation 17, 1 through 7. And why do it refers to the book of Revelation 17, 1 through 7? Because before they came up with admiralty laws, this book existed. So that means that it used this book to come up with the concept for admiralty laws. And if they use the book to come up with the concept for admiralty laws, and admiralty laws ties to your social security number, then that also means that your social security number ties to the book of Revelations. One's in the chat if that makes sense. Oh, do Canada have it too? I wasn't sure. I know a lot of people just have passports, and I mean, the originator of the system though starts in America. I know other countries adopted this form. That's where passports come in. But the origination of this is in America. The origination of this social security number, where people are tied to a corporation through admiralty laws, it came from England, but it was snuck in through how America. Yeah, it's just named different. A lot of them just name it different, but it's the same thing. It's admiralty law. So it says, if you see at the bottom, it says, my name is wrong on my social security number. Well, that ain't your name then. But admiralty law, also known as maritime laws, is a system of laws originally codified by the Republic of Venice from the 11th century and subsequently refined over sequent centuries, governing the operation, ownership of the vessel, which is your body. That's what it's talking about. The vessel, the operation and ownership of the vessel, which is your body, right? And then if we go back to Sumeria, then we have to go back to this right here. The Sumerians depicted this as to be the tomb of your vessel. Hey, appreciate the follow over on Twitch. Love is love. Namaste. I say salutations, shalom, peace. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. She never changed it. Why is they? This is what I'm saying. Like, how you taking over 24 hours to review a pill? So, as you can see here, the Sumerians depicted the tomb, right? And in order for you to understand this, right, this tomb that is depicted, you have to understand the change, right, that took place. You have to understand the change that took place. At the time, people represented life, with the Ankh, right? 300 BCE, this was the Ankh, right? The top part represented the female, bottom part represented the male, ovary, wing, shaft, so on and so forth, based on the feminine principle of nature, spirituality, and peace. This is a representation of life, right? So when people started praising the unaliving process, they also wanted to depict a image that represented it, right? Because at this time, Caesar and them was, it was male on male bondage, right? So they were arguing that the proper operation was male female bondage, right? They wanted the male on male bondage, right? Somebody tried to explain to them that is an unaliving bondage because nothing can come out of that. You can't procreate out of that. There's not a system that circulates around that. So it is based on a masculine principle and theoretical politics and war, right? This is the cross represented in the unaliving process. That's why they put it as Christ, because it's a martyrdom system where one bears their cross, so on and so forth. So they manipulated the Ankh, which is a representation of life, and they created an image of what they wanted to represent, which is the cross, a martyrdom system, right? And when they did this, the Sumerians depicted the vessel or the body of man as a tomb. That's why all this stuff is written on your tombstone, right? So this is what the Sumerian gods depicted to be the body of, like, the gods, right? So this is your body right here depicted in this tomb. Egypt did the same thing. They just did theirs with a land because it was of the living, right? It was a study of the living, right? The living vessel. So this would be the living vessel, right? And this would be the false vessel, right? So this is the Egyptian living vessel of the body. They depicted it as a map of the land. Egypt is your body. This will be Upper Egypt right here, where you see Isis and all of them at. And then you see Osiris at the bottom with Horus. This is the spinal cord. The river is the spinal cord. The many ways is the brain and the nervous system of the spinal cord, how your nervous system is connected to all the landmass of the body, so on and so forth. The Sumerians picked it as a tomb because they favored the unaliving process. And as you can see, the top of the gods there's a like little thin line where it separates the lower gods from the upper gods. So the Sumerian text has the upper gods as Anu, Sin, which is the moon, right? And Estra and Ea and Enlil, right? That's Enki and Lil, so on and so forth. And that's where the line is drawn. Now you have all these lower vibrational gods, right? Marduk, Zebras, Nabu, Gala, and all of that. These are the lower half of the vessel, right? And for all my Jewish people out here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Later on, they changed this up in the Jewish text and they depicted it as water, and they separated the light water from the dark water. The light water had cherubs in it, and the dark water had cherubs in it. One was spelled with a SH, the other one was spelled with a CH. When you look up cherubs, you will see that cherubs is considered characteristic traits or personality traits, right? And this is the same thing that's in the Jewish text right here. So everybody took the story and depicted how they best wanted to sell it to their people. The Egyptians took it and wrote a map about the body. The Sumerians took it and made a tomb about the body. But wait, there's more. Type in the chat if you want more. Just put, but wait, there's more. Let me see a one in the chat if you want more, because the Aztec, the Mayans, right? Now you got the Egyptians depicting it as a landmass of the body, right? You got the Sumerians depicting it as a tomb, right? And now you have the Mayans showing you a map of the ascension process, going back, counting back 13. Look, the mystery 13. The Mayans say going back 13, right? You get to the Golden Gate. If you look up Let me see if I can pull it up so I can show you it. If you look up the galaxy and how the picture of the galaxy is with our zodiac signs around us, it is depicted just like this, except for you see these bigger things that are around the 13 in the middle. The 13 in the middle is our solar sky, the central sky, our 13 zodiacs, right? And then the one that's around it is the expansion of the 48 constellation of the sky, right? And then and now outside of that, there's a 88 constellation of the sky, right? So there's circles around it. And they show you this in everything. They depict this in everything, kind of like this right here, right? So you have the Mayans calendar and then you have this. Ironically, don't the Mayans calendar look like this? Let's look at it again. Mayans calendar, right? And then this. Wow, that's closer to as above, so below. This is closer to as above, so below, as without, so within than anything I ever seen. We have to make the connections. We have to start making the connections. Look at the rotation of the waters. Look at the rotation of the waters. The waters are going in what direction? A reverse direction. Look at the Mayans calendar. Look at the rotations of the water. That means in the time of this, when this was depicted, that means the waters want a different way outside. But look at the arrows inside where it says Sol is at and Set is at and Anubis is at. Look in the direction of those waters inside that sun, right? Now look at the Mayans calendar. The Mayans calendar is showing you the direction of the water inside that sun, the 13, right? Now let's look at the waters outside. The waters outside is moving in a different direction, right? Let's look at the Mayans calendar. There's something outside of this central 13. What is it? It's another set of what? Islands or the sky, because as above, so below. So this would be a more accurate correction of as above, so below, as without, so within. And if you guys don't want to believe that this is the sky as of 2012, let's get an image of the sky as of 2012. Oh shit, I don't want to pull up videos. This is why they don't like y'all to be over here, because there's so much knowledge over here. They is scared that y'all gonna learn something. That's what they scared of. They scared like that boy over there teaching. They know what it is. Oh man, I don't have one of the pictures. I have to look it up. Okay. I know what to do. That's why I say, like, just pay attention to just pay attention. Everything gonna reveal itself to us. Everything's gonna reveal itself. Everything's gonna reveal itself to us. And see, my thing is like the people that's on here that knows the truth, like that ain't. I'm not even gonna say nobody at this point. I'm gonna say all these people is playing in our face. That's what I'm gonna say at this point, because there's no way these people study or learn anything that they see me talking about and still sit there and keep on going against me. That is the dumbest thing you can do, is see somebody pushing out knowledge, wisdom with a great level of understanding and the ability to articulate the stuff that he's speaking on. And that's the person that you want to keep on creating grift with. That's the person that you want to keep on creating problems with. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, because you're okay with the messed up people in the world. You're okay with the fuckery in the world. Why? Because you're programmed to that level of toxicity. It's became the norm to you. And now, when you see somebody operating the proper way, you can't even acknowledge the fact that they're operating the proper way because why? Toxicity is what you're built on. Um, all right, so look at this right here. Now you see the Mayans calendar, right? I mean, you see the Mayans calendar, right? Now look at our galactic sky. Look at the galactic plane. Tell me that's not the same. Tell me that's not the same. Tell me this is not what the Mayans drew. Tell me it's not. This is exactly what the Mayans drew right here. The zodiac signs around it, our sun in the center. Look at the rotation of this red arrow right here. And then look at what the Mayans did right here. The Mayans had a picture of our galaxy before we had a picture of our galaxy. Make it make sense. How? If they didn't have the technology to see it, how did they draw this picture? How did they do it? We think that it's a calendar and it's actually a map of the galaxy. As above, so below, as without, so within. Explain that. Explain why, when we finally explore our sky, did we find the same thing that the Mayans depicted? Why? How? Did they have the ability to explore then? Was they up there then? Was it anybody? Huh? Yes. Yes, the truth is here. Yes, it's all coming out. Yes. I'll get back to you. I know. I know. And look at this. At a time of the Egyptians, right? The sun, the light side of the moon and the dark side of the moon was called Yah and Yah, right? And then under our sun, which is the soul, this is the sun that we're under. Before, they were under the sun of Baal, right? Bol, right? Then we came into the sun of soul, right? And Set and Anubis is the moon that we're operating under, right? Yah was the moon that they was operating under, right? And now that we're in the Aquarius sky, the moon that we're operating under is the heavenly planet or the sun, which is Christ, or Lilith. So the moon right there that you would see, that shadow that says Anubis or Yah, you can change that to Lilith. And that's that light part that you see where it says Set, you can change that to maybe Christ energy. But I know there's more coming from the sun than anything, right? With the solar flares and stuff. But it's the same thing that's happening right now. Everybody had a chance to depict things to how they wanted to depict it to best give their piece of the universe to their, you know, people, right? Some people depicted it in this storyline, some people depicted it in that storyline, and that's what we're all arguing and fighting over right now. Pieces of the same damn thing. Make it make sense. How are we all fighting over pieces of the same thing? Look, right here it tells you the spiritual awakening approach, right? It says first you come into a Abrahamic mindset at the third point, and I want you to look at these dots. I want you to look at these dots, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. Ironically, 13, right? Look at the Mayans calendar. They have the same number system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot. 5 is a line. A line with a dot up under it is a 6. A line with 2 dots up under it is a 7. Till you get to 10, where you get the 2 lines, and then the 2 lines goes into 2 lines with a dot, and then 2 lines with 3 dots. That's how they count it, right? Ironically, this is the same number count right here that leads to 13, right? A full spiritual awakening right here. It shows you, the mystery of the Mayans is the mystery 13. And this is also linked to that mystery, right? So this is telling you that you come into an Abrahamic mindset at your 1, 2, 3 point, right? Going into 4, and then you come into a Christ mindset at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wow. That's the chakra systems. Oh, root chakra being the first dot. 2 dots is your sacral chakra. 3 dots is your solar plex chakra. The Abrahamic is in your heart chakra. Then you come into a Christ like consciousness in your 8th chakra. And then look, a Muhammad Islamic, that is in the 10th chakra. Wow. Then it says uh planet of Mayans time section, right? This is says right here in this arrow where it says the Muhammad, right? Planning of Mayans time section. Now we have to go back to the Mayans calendar, right? Because it's saying something about the Mayans at that particular point. So these are connected. These are two things that are connected based off of the history of this world. See, I told y'all can learn a lot over here. Didn't I tell y'all can learn a lot over here? Don't y'all love it here? I just love you guys. I love you guys. I love you ladies more than the guys, because guys are bullheaded, right? We sit there and keep on trying to battle ego with each other. Shit, I know just as much as you know. Shit, you don't know more than me. I know just as much as you, blah blah. Fuck out of here, man. I'm so tired of swinging. Like, man, I'm done with that shit. Look, I'm trying to reach a different level of understanding, right? And right. And see, this is why I say I try to reach a different level of understanding, because one's in the chat. We did a live one day and we were talking about Lady T, right? One's in the chat. If you know that we were joking that whole live, can I see how many people that knows that we were joking that whole live? Because I'm trying to reach a level of understanding with inside myself, so I won't be confused with inside myself. You heard us state that Lady T used Christian Rock's boyfriend as a way to gain clout, right? You heard us talk shit about Lady T and say that she's a clout chaser and she'll be right back over there on the Notch panel. You heard us say Lady T was going to delete the videos that she did with the Knot, and so on and so forth. And maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna leave it out there and say this: maybe because my Streamlab stuff is so backed up on my TikTok and my YouTube, so a lot of the stuff that's coming from Streamlabs is backed up. So I think I might have like posted last week an argument with Lady T of her being on a panel that was from like 3 months ago or however long ago, when the whole the Knot thing first started, when Lady T came up on the panel. I'm not sure. Maybe people got that confused and think that Lady T was up on my panel, but this was when I was trying to ask Lady T, what does she have to do with it? So I'm not really sure what's going on with that situation. So I'm just going to leave it alone. But everyone knows that we were joking about the whole Lady T shit coming over here or whatever. So however people are perceiving that, it means that they were only looking for something to, say against me or whatever the case may be. I don't subscribe. And I just want to let you guys know that I don't subscribe because we operate in transparency all the time, right? And I know that I said that we were supposed to be doing a paint thing today, but that is canceled. I have to figure out or find some painters. Maybe a couple of the painters are busy today, so I can't get the people that wanted to do it because they're busy. I'm trying to get other people that might be, interested in it to do some stuff too. So we'll figure that out. But they want a problem where there's no problem. That's the craziest shit ever. You want a problem where there's no problem. Everybody in the collective knows that we were joking in order to piss the knot off, because we know the mindset of the knot will be for him to curse somebody out and then say, I bet you're going to go over to the not so wise person and da 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 da, right? So we were joking about it, right? So I'm not about to sit here and subscribe to some bullshit when everyone already knows that we were joking about it. So if if you can't take the joke, then you can't determine what you want to take from me as a joke, and then you try to dictate what you want to take from me as serious. No, that's not how that works, right? You can't pick and choose like, oh, we laughing and joking out over here all the time, and then you try to fucking hold me to a joke and make me feel guilty for something we joked. No, I'm not doing that. So I don't subscribe. So that's a root chakra. That's a root chakra thing, right? People try to hold you to your sacral chakra. See, your sacral chakra is all of your guilty pleasures, right? So what they do is they'll try to make you do something that you feel guilty for, which puts you back in your root chakra of shame, right? This puts you back in the root chakra of shame, right? So sacral chakra, guilt, and then beat you down to go to the root chakra, shaming you, right? This is how this works. This is how people mess with your chakras, right? This is how people keep on trying to make you do chakra cleanings and stuff like that, right? First, they'll try to tell you like, hey, you can talk to me if you want to, and all you got to do is call and you could tell me anything, right? But then that's the same people that's using the stuff that you're saying to them as a way to attack you later on and make you feel bad and make you feel guilty and make you feel this and make you feel that, right? They hold you to different variations of self so they can play with coercions of the heart and manipulate your mental, right? Make you think that you're the one that's fucked up, you're the one that's doing something wrong, so on and so forth, right? And everybody is doing different variations of this, right? But when you are truly aligned with yourself and you truly understand emotional intelligence, you hold no attachments to these strings, right? That's why you don't let people play the game, right? That's why you hesitant to open up to people. You don't tell people stuff, right? Because you already know the game that they playing. Somebody will tell you, yo, think about how many people tell you, like, I can't live without you. You're the love of my life, so on and so forth. And then after the relationship is over, they're telling the next person that same exact thing, right? That's confusing. I'm not telling nobody. I know that everybody can live without me. I know that you're going to do great without me, right? You might feel better with me or whatever the case may be, but don't lie to me and be like, man, you're my all, everything. You're lying. You're lying. I'm going to call you on your bullshit. You lying, right? See, the problem with this world is people have a perception of how fast they can get close to you, right? So they'll say, you know what, I'll give this 3 weeks. If he don't open up in 3 weeks, then I'm gonna cut his ass off, right? That's the type of shit that people pull, right? They not taking into your trauma, your trials and tribulations, how many times you've been fucked over, right? But they'll tell you to take all of that into consideration when dealing with them, right? But when dealing with other people, they take none of it into consideration. Make that make sense. How do you want me to deal with you kindly, openly, with patience, and so on and so forth, and understanding and all that other shit? But then how you deal with other people is ridicule, feet to the flame, and holding them accountability for some shit that you made up in your head. That don't go together. You can't seek an explanation for something, and then when somebody explains to you the truth of the matter, you still make it out to what the fuck you wanted to make it out to. That means you were looking for that. That means you wanted that. right? It has nothing to do with the other person. It is you. It is a very foolish game. And you guys have become normalized to this shit because of the clout chase. Y'all too fucking lazy to actually come up with an inventive, right? We can sit here and make food and have high vibrational conversations. We can sit here and do a cooking show and somebody bring, intellects to the we could have did any fucking thing. But all y'all want to do is create controversy, fake friendships to build your fucking content and your page. And then you break up with that fucking friendship so you can try to build off of negative energy. And then y'all make it seem like y'all trying to do so much good shit in the world. Don't come to this collective. If you gonna get to know people over in a Discord and then fucking try to make it seem like it's a fucking problem, don't come over here. I'm so tired of y'all fucking building with the Atlas family and shit like that, and then doing some fuckery and then try to make it seem like it's our fault. No, it's not our fault. We told y'all that we was loving. We told y'all that we was laughing, and we told y'all that we liked the fucking joke, right? Y'all made it seem like y'all was cool with all of that and then got over here and started trying to change a motherfucking group. No, we don't want to change. We don't want to be serious. We don't want to fucking hold grudges against the same people you want to hold grudges against. That's weird as shit. You want us to be mad at people because you mad at people. That's weird as shit. We cut people off for that already. Well, how don't you see that? So yeah, we don't need that fuckery in our collective. We don't need that fake shit in our collective. You keep that shit wherever the fuck you want to put that shit. Don't come over here with the fake and the fuckery and then try to make it seem like we did something wrong. And then try to do some back end whisper shit to try to make somebody feel bad and not fucking talk about it. No, that's the same shit that they just fucking put you through. And then you turn around and put somebody else through it and make yourself seem fucking justified and righteous. That's weird as fuck. Keep on doing that weird ass shit. Playing the victim, playing the victim, playing the victim. Fucking too damn old to still be out here trying to play somebody's fucking victim. Weird ass. Tell me I'm wrong. I ain't fucking wrong. You don't see me.
World has lost its mind, running wild, trying to find.
Got to fucking navigate and dictate how I go about my fucking platform.
Make it alright. It ain't easy going through this life, blinded by false light, feeling dead inside. But there's hope for.
I don't like that shit. You gotta tell me, oh, I bet you're gonna do this and I bet you're gonna do that. No, you got me fucked up. Don't try to navigate and dictate what the fuck I talk about and how I talk about nothing. I gave you respect. You ain't fucking left like I'm just some average ass fucking nigga out here doing the thing. See me for love and light and then try to turn that. That's our fucking problem. Why it's so hard for fucking black people to grow with each other. Because y'all just down here trying to tear black men down secretly. Really trying to tear me down. All that fake shit on the front end, but on the back end, you trying to fucking text me fucking dumb shit. All I'm saying is namaste. Love is love. And you still fucking texting me dumb shit. Get the fuck out of here with that. I'm not gonna protect your mental and your spirit, and you doing everything to fucking tear my spirit down. That shit don't work like that. That's weird as fuck. That's weird as fuck that I gotta tell you have a great day, but you get the fucking tell me and I'm that. No, I don't even fucking know you like that. But you're fucking trying to tell me what the fuck my life is. I don't know you like that. You just try to tell me what the fuck I lack accountability. You don't know me. Motherfuckers see me doing good, see you being a fucking stand-up guy, taking care of your kids and shit like that, and then they come with the fucking bullshit. Why? Because in their mind, they fucking fighting some weird shit in their mind about how they don't want you to be perceived as a good person or a good parent or whatever. That's your fucking problem. That's not my fucking problem. We gonna continue to move with happiness, love, and laughter. That shit up as you go along, like everybody. That weird ass shit that you did. Didn't expect nobody to fucking feel a certain type of way about it. Fuck that shit. Could have kept that energy away from us. You know damn well we don't operate like that. The fact that you want us to operate like that only says that you need more help on yourself for what you leading on to. On here playing the whole fucking game with the wrong collective. That's okay. That's okay. The universe got our back. If y'all ain't see that shit yet, everybody that came against us got exactly what they was gonna get. And Jaguar Wright end up in jail because that's what she did to right now. She gonna be right here to say told you so. Big homie CC and everything start getting exposed with big homie CC. I know where it came from. All these people that's trying to steal our narrative, like they was the ones trying to point this out. They was not trying to point this out. They was not trying to point this out. They was not trying to even speak against Jaguar to get clout. They let Jaguar come up on their page, talk all crazy. That for what? Clout. For clout. All these people are fucking clout based. They're not trying to bring change. They here to listen. Despite the differences that I might have with somebody, you know a fucking great idea when I hear one. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you that they got an idea that can fucking change the world, and your feelings and emotions make you stop fucking with that person. That means you lost focus for the bigger picture. Somebody say, man, look, I got this idea to change the world. You hear the idea, you know it's a great idea, and then you still try to create a fucking problem with that person. That means you don't want to see their idea come true because you don't want to change the world. About building no fucking relationship. This is about bringing forth change for our future generations. You can't see that if you're not with that. Get the fuck away. If you staying close to me, so you can see if I'm making pass at you, my swings at you, get the fuck away from me. Don't want no part of my collective. If you sitting there waiting to see if you can make it, I'm not doing that. This is about our future generations and changing the world and bringing forth better. If you're not with that, I don't care. I don't care. You too fucking grown. You too fucking old for somebody to be easing your feelings and emotions and try. That means you look for people to praise you. That means you want people to praise you. Fuck out of here. People act like they fucking see the bigger picture and then fucking argue with you about feelings and emotions. Act like they see the big. I know, I love what you stand for. I love this. I love that. I love the way you respect the women over there. Da 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 da. But then you the first one trying to fucking argue with me. Fuck out of here. You ain't gonna break up my collective like that. I'm gonna build some bonds with some of the ladies. That's what the fuck you try to do. Build bonds with the women and then try to create a problem with me and see how many fucking people you can get to go with. You mad cause they love me. I said you mad cause they love me. They wanna vibe with the love is love. They wanna vibe with love is love. They wanna vibe with love is love. They wanna vibe with love is love. They know that's not gonna work. They know that's not gonna work. They keep on doing it. Like 5 of them tried it already. They keep on trying to come in the Discord, build bonds with Carl, and then start a problem with me. And say, see ladies, come on ladies, you're coming with me. We'll lose like 3, we'll lose like 5, we'll lose like something. And they'll just keep on doing it. But everyone that they take is 5 more packs, so it doesn't even matter. You mad cause they love me. I said you mad, you mad, you mad, you mad cause they love me. They wanna vibe with the love is love. They wanna vibe with the love is love. They wanna vibe with love is love. They wanna vibe with love is love. Always what's happened to you. How about them crazy things you do, you? If
you gon' dish it, then eat it. Hungry ego, and you feed it. Starve yourself of what is true. Because you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, cause they love me. I said you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, cause they love me. They wanna vibe with love is love. 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 Oh, oh, oh. They love me, they love me, they love me. Oh, oh, yeah. They love me, they love me, they love me. Oh, oh, because you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, cause they love me. I said you're mad, you're mad, you're mad.
That's why I keep on telling, you know, hurt people hurt people. You know what I'm saying? When somebody hurt somebody, they go out there and hurt somebody and then act like they don't realize what they doing. They don't realize that they found somebody that they can take their bullshit out on. That's all they did. That's all they did. And all of them decided to fucking try to take their bullshit out on me. Look about it. Look at it. We stood up to the knock for somebody, right? And then that person turned around and tried to paint a different, like, make this shit make sense. Can y'all please make this shit? You know what? You know what? Y'all don't even gotta make it make sense. Don't make it make sense. They're gonna try to tell me, I bet you're gonna make it seem like this and make it seem like that. That's because you know that's what the fuck it looks like. You know that's what the fuck it looks like. Don't text my phone. Or I bet you're gonna try to do this, try to do that. Don't try to predict my fucking movement. That's the same shit that you just. That's the same weird ass shit that we was just pointing out. Sitting there fucking trying to text me and tell me to do this and do that. If I already told you it was a joke, that means you're lacking the understanding. I mean, that's something that you need to correct. How the fuck do everybody else know it was a joke? Trying to hold me to something I was joking about. Weird ass shit. Weird ass shit.
Algorithms don't move us. We move to rhythm of truth in us. Hating on love in your sleep. Time is up, now we numbers
Don't
deep.
play on us like that. It won't happen. It won't happen. We already told y'all we was 50 y'all already told y'all. I just put 70 y'all right there. So you can keep whatever idea you thought you had in your mind, you can keep that. I'm not changing no. You think you bring to the table. Oh, right is right and wrong is wrong, and you're fucking dead wrong. You're dead wrong for doing that. Trying to hold me to something and what? I'm good. I'm good on that. I told you that we don't operate like that over here. It's not a fucking level of money manipulation that you can play on me that I'm going to fold to. There's not a level of fucking money manipulation that you can play over here. I want the righteous people. I want the people that's in it for the right reason. I don't need none of that falsity around me. You can keep that shit.
Content of self-importance, hate spreading to no end, viral emptiness, no substance. Stop hogging the spotlight and just share that ish. It goes a longer way when you spread that ish. Make it rain, just spray that ish. Real chosen ones out here to change that ish. From TikTok to YouTube to Twitch to Kick, get with it, we built it, you can't flip me dip it. From TikTok to YouTube to Twitch to Kick, get with it, we built it, you can't flip me dip it. Algorithms don't move us. We move to rhythm of truth and